And what's up, guys? It's Jesse here, and today we are on skill level 2. Now I kind of want to preface this. If you open this video and you watch it, it might not be the video for you. Then actually the next few skill levels might not be for you. Like I said, I'm humbling myself. I'm starting all over again from scratch. I'm relearning things, and part of that relearning things is learning tools and the purpose of the tool. You know what I mean? So yeah, this, if you're an experienced mechanic, you might not want to watch this video. This is just to educate myself and people who may have never worked on a car before and they want to get into it, and they kind of want to know what the meaning is behind the tool in which they use and the proper use for it. Because a lot of things get used improperly, and I can attest to that because I've done it myself. So anyways, guys, let's get this video started. And today's video will be about probably the most basic tool in a tool set. These things don't want to stay right here. Don't want to stay, my friend. The most basic tool in a tool set, which would be the hammer. Now, look at that. Wear safety goggles. Yeah, definitely wear safety goggles when you use this, but this is the most basic tool in the toolbox. If you watched my last video, you know my description was you hit things with it, right? And if you got a nail you need to pull out, you pull the nail out right there with the claw. So, but basically you just hit things with it. But we're going to go a little bit deeper in that. Okay, guys, so let's get started. So let's get into why this skill matters. Basically this hammer, it's you can use it on the rotors, tapping things or basic persuasion. But also on the flip side, it can cause injury if you don't use it properly. Right, and that's kind of what this video is for, is just kind of, information on how not to, turn your thumb in the hamburger meat, so to speak. Also in the shop, or, if you're in a, what I call an air garage, you're outside, one bad swing can cost a lot of money, on a car, and it can also cost you a lot of money at the hospital too. So it's good to kind of, to have somewhat of a practice. I'm not saying you gotta get in there and rep it out like you're at the gym, but kind of get the mechanics down of a good proper swing. So next I'm gonna go over a few just a few little safety tips. Safety tip number 1 would be make sure that you wear eye protection, because when you hit stuff there's flying debris. Make sure you wear a glove with grips, kind of like a mechanic glove, that way you can grip it properly. And the third thing would be probably make sure the grip is clean, you don't have any grease or substance on it, and then then make sure there's nothing around that you can trip on and fall on the claw. That will be devastating. And or if you really want to go a little further, you can wear closed toes boots, in case you drop it, you don't swell a toe or whatever. So my tidbit on that would be just eye protection, mainly eye protection. If you don't wear anything else, wear eye protection, so when you do hit something, you don't get debris in your eyes, because you can't replace your eyes, right? So I'm not going to do a video on how to swing a hammer. And last but not least, I would also say make sure that like on this car, I'm most likely not going to use this hammer. I'm most likely going to use a rubber mallet. A rubber mallet would probably be the safest bet in most situations, especially if I'm hitting rotors. I'm probably going to use a rubber mallet. Alright guys, that wraps up the hammer talk, and we will move on to the next tool in the next video. Hopefully this was, you learned something from it. I was trying to think of a word, but I was about to say educative, but I don't think that's a word. But I hope you learned something from it, and we're going to keep pushing and learning these tools. And like I said, you know, I'm doing research as I do these videos, so I'm learning about these things all over again, which is something I wanted. I wanted to hone myself and relearn all this stuff and do it right this time, you know what I mean? So anyways, guys, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, hit that little bell for notifications. I'm also on TikTok if you want to see videos of me whipping this bad boy. I'll see y'all on the next skill level video. See ya.